We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and happy Freaky Friday.
That's right.
It is less than 3 weeks until Halloween now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Which means we're only closer and closer to Christmas.
Oh, why did you have to go there?
Because I'm already going broke. We're already starting to buy gifts for Tatum because we're like, it's our birthday and Christmas all within 2 weeks.
So question about this week. I know there were a couple of Amazon Prime days. Did you take advantage of that and get a couple things on the cheap?
No. And we even talked about it the day before Amazon Prime. We're like, we need to get her like one of these cool art tables because she likes to like draw and paint and all that kind of stuff. So we're like, you know what? We'll wait till Prime Day. Did we buy it? No. Did I think about it until right now? Yes.
You're a full price family household.
Yeah. You know, we like to give back to the businesses. That's how I like to say it.
You're such a generous spirit, Steve.
You know, so not all heroes wear capes.
Oh, what about freak flags?
Yes, all heroes wear freak flags.
All right, well, let's raise one up and inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMV is brought to you by Palace Law. And today, really we'll be celebrating it tomorrow since the Kraken play tomorrow in Minnesota. But today is National
Release the Kraken
Day. But if we're going to do that, we should actually have Gene Simmons of KISS on Dancing with the Stars let us know what today is.
Release the Kraken!
Still don't know why he said that.
Take it from the showman himself. He said he wants to see and watch you release the Kraken.
Yes.
And even the host of the show don't even know why he said that, but here we are. And here we are, a day after yet another disappointing loss from your Seattle Seahawks. Man, that was a rough one, because at one point during the game, I'm like, I think I just have to come to terms with the fact that this team is just not good.
Oh.
But then they turn it around, and then you're like, we're one score away from possibly taking the lead, and then an interception is thrown, and yep, your Seattle Seahawks lost to the San Francisco 49ers last night on Thursday Night Football, 36-24. Geno Smith had a couple of interceptions. Otherwise, I don't think he played terrible. He played a little scared, I felt, though. I felt like he was scared of Bosa just running him over the entire game because, well, the offensive line just wasn't 100%. Anyways, the Seahawks have now lost 3 straight, so now we're 3-3 in the NFC West, tied with the San Francisco 49ers. Up next, we got a little bit of time to reflect, figure things out, get things dialed in because they don't play again until October 20th, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. But to keep some optimism, here's Tyler Lockett letting us all know, you know what? The season's not done.
showed a lot of fight, showed a lot of resilience, but, losing 3 straight, nobody wants to do that. But, I mean, it's too late to put your head down. I mean, it's kind of like the 24-hour rule. You take the loss, you figure it out, but then the next day, you got to focus on the next game. This ain't college where you lose 3 games and now you're out of the playoffs, right? Like, you can lose 3 games, you lose 6 games, 7 games.
Tyler, I don't want to lose 6, 7 games.
As long as you win your division, you're in. Obviously, we don't want to lose that many, but,
Thank you.
I mean, for us, we just can't let these 3 losses continue to, push us down.
Well, we'll continue to push it down when we talk to Mitch Levy from Mitch Unfiltered. I'm sure he has some choice things to say about your Seattle Seahawks. I saw him on Twitter yesterday saying some stuff. So at 7:20 this morning, we'll recap the game with Mitch Levy.
Let's go Hawks. The Everett City Council voted to begin...
I like your Seahawks earrings over there.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's still Blue Friday, so I wanted to have a little flair,
Okay.
Yeah. The Everett City Council voted to begin the search for contractors to design a new or renovated stadium for the Everett Aqua Sox to play in using a progressive design build method. They've already invested over $1.1 million in this, but my big question is, are they going to have Webley Squishmallows or Squishmallows?
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows,
yes.
whatever. That's my big question.
So is there an issue with the stadium now? When we went to the Aqua Sox game, I had a lot of fun. But then again, my opinion shouldn't matter. They probably know better than me.
Yeah, I guess they're looking to do possibly just renovations or possibly a whole new stadium, and all of this decision-making is expected late 2025.
Now, we mentioned that the Kraken are playing tomorrow, and it's weird now that the Kraken are no longer the new team, because, there's a new team, and that's the Utah Hockey Club. And, man, the Utah hockey fans showed that hockey fans like to drink more than any other sport. So they started off their season at a big win over the Chicago Blackhawks, sold-out crowd of 16,000 at their arena, which is called the Delta Center, and they set a new record for beer sales at the venue in the first game ever. They ended up selling over $120,000 in beer sales, which is the highest for any NHL or NBA game that's ever been played there. Granted, only one NHL game has been played there, but setting the bar high now. I just thought that was kind of funny that right away they're showing that hockey fans like to drink way more than basketball fans.
Well, speaking of hockey and the Kraken are among the NHL's most expensive teams to watch.
Yeah. Well, wait.
A family of 4 spends an average of $528 per game.
Well, when we all went, we hadn't even stepped foot in the arena yet. We were outside at that little pregame party, and Ryan Couch was like, you know what, I'll buy all of you a round of drinks. And there's 5 of us. It cost them over $100 just for 5 drinks.
Well, despite those costs, the team does offer a value menu with some meals under $15 and beer under $10. However, I have not found those.
Oh, yeah, we didn't find them at the game, that's for sure. Hey, as far as weather, we're hitting a high of 63 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
Do you know what the Rockaholics deserve today?
And what is that?
Closure.
Closure.
They deserve closure because today we will finally find out who is a better whistler on the show.
Oh, God. All stemmed from this song, Wind of Change for the Scorpions.
And Klaus Meine, the frontman of the Scorpions, is going to judge us today. Klaus will join us at 6:20.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm very nervous.
Do you think we can pull it off?
I'm going to try.
Or as Sarah says, pull it out?
Pull it out for Klaus Meine.
Today at 6:20, the whistling battle happens.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
Rockaholics, they are gearing up to celebrate their 60th anniversary, and we are so excited to be joined by their frontman, Klaus Meine of the Scorpions. Good morning, Klaus.
Good morning. How are you doing?
We're doing great. Congratulations, first of all, on what an incredible career and the residency that's coming up. Can you believe 60 years ago you start this band and here we are?
No, I can't believe it at all. I mean, it was tough to celebrate 50 years, but 60 is really crazy, you know.
All right, Klaus, well, we appreciate that you're going to take a few moments out to humor us. And like we said, when we were talking to your buddy that set this up, that for the entire week we've been arguing over who's a better whistler. And it all stems from the fact that your song, Winds of Change, is one of the greatest rock songs that involves whistling in it. So if you don't mind, if you're ready, we want to see if you could pick who on our show is a better whistler.
Okay.
All right, so...
You want to give it to me?
Okay, so Taryn, you'll start off. Okay, that's Taryn. Now here's me. I'm Steve.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time whistling right now. I'm very nervous. I can't believe because I'm whistling for a legend.
Whistling for Klaus Meine. Come on, Steve.
I can't do it. All right, Danny, it's your turn. Wow. I can't do it.
Okay, let's try. I have braces, so please humor me.
Oh no!
Right now, I feel like
to be honest, I couldn't hear both of you. The first one was like a little bird, like whistling in the garden in the back of the backyard. You know.
You know what, Klaus? Do you have any advice for these guys? Do you have any advice for these guys on working on their whistling? Because that was very embarrassing for both of my co-hosts here.
I have failed everybody.
You know, I think it's not such a big deal. You know, I would think everybody can put out like a little whistle, you know. So when I did it, I had no guitar. I just tried to put something on this part of the song, and it worked so well that I thought I'd keep it that way. But there were a lot of people thinking it's not a good idea. It's for a rock band to have a song with a whistle. But I was thinking about Jealous Guy, John Lennon, for example, or even Axl Rose had a song where he was whistling. So what's the big deal, you know? I thought this works very well, and it did. And with a band, I mean, I had to convince them, and they tried hard on their guitars to replace the whistle in the song, but it didn't work out. And in the end, they said, no, we keep it that way. And it became like an iconic part of the song, a very special hook. For this piece of music.
Absolutely. And thank you for sharing the backstory behind all that. And also, I don't think we need to ask you who won. I think it's obvious that I did.
Klaus Meine of the Scorpions, you've got the 60th anniversary Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino residency coming up, and that's going to start in February. What kind of preparation do you guys have to put out there to be playing that many shows all throughout the coming months?
Well, first of all, you know, it's great to kick the show off, kick the year off in Vegas. You have to have at least a couple of new songs in the set list, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we get from the fans, and that's what we try to focus on in the next couple of weeks before we go back on the road again next year.
And I was hoping I could ask you, I remember being a kid in high school, it was like 1990, I guess, and I remember watching on Headbangers Ball, Wind of Change, and my mind was blown by what an incredible song. And I remember then finding out there was a history behind it, going to my history teacher at school to be like, can you tell me about the Cold War? And he's like, why do you want to know about all this? And I told him it was because of this heavy metal band, and I just thought that was such a cool way to, like, that's one of the beauty of rock music and just music in general, that we could have opportunities to learn by listening to music and paying attention to the lyrics.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I guess I picked up the changes that were just in the air, The world was changing in front of our eyes. There was the Soviet kids rocking like crazy to songs like Blackout, like the fans everywhere. It was fantastic, and it inspired me to write Wind of Change, not knowing the Berlin Wall would come down a few months later.
Klaus Meine, Scorpions coming home to Las Vegas. The 60th anniversary residency is kicking off on February 27th of next year at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. And tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Thank you, Klaus.
Thank you, Klaus.
Thank you. It was nice to talk to you guys, and keep rehearsing the whistling, right?
We'll get you back on. We'll have to have a redemption. You're the best, and thank you so much for all the great years of awesome music.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Someone just said, Taryn's been practicing.
Well, all week long.
Danny and Migs, not so much.
Don't give up hope.
I'm so nervous.
Don't give up hope.
Hey, props to you. He compared your whistling to sounding like a bird.
Oh, man. That might be like the proudest moment of my life. Well, Rockaholics, it is Halloween season, and one of the most popular things to do in the Pacific Northwest is go to the Georgetown Morgue.
Yes.
And it is considered to be Seattle's best haunted house.
Lines around the building. Danny's been there in the past. He says it's just bonkers there in October.
So we went yesterday, and how was it? You will find out after Ozzy Osbourne.
The Daily Migs Show.
Yesterday, after the show, we decided to go on a little spooky adventure.
Yes.
Down at the Georgetown Morgue. We wanted to check out their haunted house, and it was absolutely insane.
Have you ever been there before?
No.
Same here. I've driven by, and I'm always like, I wonder what that's all about. But I'm not usually a person that does haunted houses, so it took until yesterday. Because I think, Sarah, you've been there before.
Yes.
Danny, you have as well. So this was our virgin endeavor for you and I.
So we got some audio while we were going through the morgue, and here's a little bit of our experience.
Steve, where are we at right now? This is crazy. The Georgetown Morgue, and we've seen body bags.
There's like moving body bags. Like we're going through the entire, it's like a maze.
Yes.
And it's dark and it's scary.
It was.
Taryn don't even... Jesus.
I'm not exactly sure what happened right there, but both Danny and I think that might have been one of the dudes working there. He just popped up and just freaked us out for the hell of it.
God.
Joey.
What the hell? Taryn is freaking out. I know. Taryn! Taryn! I got wet! All right, where are you? I can't see. I don't know. Come this way.
Okay.
It was so dark in there.
It was dark, and Taryn's losing her mind, and I'm in between Taryn and Danny. Danny's kind of like the leader for our pack, and I'm just trying to keep close enough to Danny, because if I lose Danny, I have no idea where we're going, because my eyes are just bugging.
Well, and in that moment, too, that's when all of a sudden we had to duck down, and Steve was
I got
like...
hit in the head.
He could not see anything, and he's like, where am I? Where are you? And I was like, just follow my voice.
Right, so I couldn't see, and there's like this thing that just kind of like swings out from the ceiling, and it just bonked me in the head, because I should have been ducking at that point.
Come towards the sound of my voice. I got wet. Hey, that's what he said. Did you get wet, Taryn?
Wet?
Yeah.
With blood?
I don't know. It's the opposite of wet right now.
I don't remember saying that. She's the opposite of wet right now.
Yeah.
Dryness.
Yes. And did you think we were getting wet with blood?
I mean, I assume so. It's a haunted house, Steve.
Real blood.
This is the oh, there's cockroaches. Hey, I don't like this. Oh, hey, back on me, man. Back on, we're good. We're at the Georgetown.
Okay, at this point, I'm like, I'm done. I just want to go.
Somebody take me home.
Thing is freaking the living hell out of me.
We're at the Georgetown Morgue. This place is crazy. You gotta come check this out. Oh my God.
Okay, then at this point, now we're going through like this trippy room that was like just lasers and smoke, and it's like right towards the end of the experience.
It kind of was like a swamp, like a laser swamp.
And then we step out and get to talk to Joey, who's one of the dudes that's involved with the Georgetown Morgue.
Steve, where are we? I feel like we're in a monster rave right now. I feel like we're in a Rob Zombie. I know. I kind of like this part.
That was my favorite part of the entire time.
The music?
The music and the lasers. I felt very at home and comfortable right there.
I need to sit down.
We survived. We survived the Georgetown Morgue.
Joey, This place is awesome.
I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, we try and make it fun for everybody.
That was, without a doubt, the coolest thing I've ever been a part of.
When it's dark, adds a whole new layer.
Like a layer of heart. And at that point, Taryn, you just look shook.
I was pale, I'm sure.
Yeah, you were, yes. Like a layer of heart attacks.
I mean, I can't even believe how much it just kept going and going and going. That might be the longest haunted experience I've ever had. It was fantastic.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So when you walk through the room with the lasers, do people grab onto your ankles?
No. It's a no-touch haunt, so our actors don't touch you. Please don't touch them.
I touched Steve during the thing. It was weird.
One too many times. We're going to have a conversation about that. You get your money's worth here, without a doubt. That was incredible. So cool. I highly recommend it.
If you want to get info and tickets, you can head to seattlehaunts.com. What's really cool, though, is you can skip the line tonight by donating blood. So all you got to do is give blood at the blood drive outside of the Georgetown morgue. They'll take you to the front door, skip the line,
and then they take your blood and they spray people in the haunted house.
That's how you get wet.
Yes.
Yeah. So up to 3 friends will be moved to the front of the line after you donate, which is super cool. How would you like a shot at beating Steve Migs this fine day? He's got a record of 284 wins, 84 losses. That is 200 more wins than losses, by the way. That's insane. 50 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
You won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara resilient enough for watching the holiday classics.
I love this part.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
They're jumping. Steve and I are grooving in our seats.
It is a little unnerving that I can just feel Taryn jumping behind me.
Oh, God.
Hey,
She's so close now. Wow, Taryn, I'm impressed with those moves, though.
Borderline twerking on me.
Some would say moves like Jagger.
Wow, would Maroon 5 say that? Are we going to see those moves on Sunday?
Ooh, you bet your booty.
During Godsmack's set?
Yeah.
Those moves will go with Godsmack, for
Especially
sure.
when you're dressed as Hooters girls.
Oh, yeah.
Like we will be.
Let's get to Disco Casey from Tacoma. Disco Casey, are you there?
Yep.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here,
Any
Steve.
relation to Disco Dan, the coach of your Seattle Kraken? That's his nickname.
Is that what they call him?
Disco Dan Bilesma.
Well, why?
Because he loves disco.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
They call him that.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
For those playing at home, Disco Casey has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Who played the title character in the 90s comedy Billy Madison?
Adam Sandler.
Yes. What fast food restaurant is bringing back the double-decker taco for just 20 days?
Taco Bell.
Yes. What band has the albums Faceless and When Legends Rise?
Pass.
What chess piece can only move diagonally?
Knight, Bishop.
Bishop, yes. What horror movie famously says you're going to die in 7 days?
Oh, The Ring.
Correct. What number does Seahawks player DK Metcalf wear?
14.
Yes. Big Sky Country and the Treasure State are nicknames for what U.S.
Montana.
state? Yes. What sporting event has a strict dress code of all white?
Tennis.
What was that?
Lacrosse.
No.
Polo.
No. The first sign of the zodiac is Aries, but what is the second?
Aquarius.
No.
Pisces.
No.
Capricorn.
No. Disco KC, you got 6 correct.
I think they said tennis. Was that wrong?
I did say tennis.
I don't know. I mean, it's a specific event. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what you get. We'll suss it out. We'll see how many Steve gets, see if it matters. But that's a good question.
All right. So we have an asterisk.
Yes.
Right now.
I wouldn't personally count it, but if you and Danny both do, we'll see. Steve, are you ready?
In honor of Brian Danielson joining us today at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yes!
Who played the title character in the 90s comedy Billy Madison?
Adam Sandler.
Correct. What fast food restaurant is bringing back the double-decker taco for just 20 days?
I saw that and I was like, I wonder if Danny's excited about this. Taco Bell.
Yes. What band has the albums Faceless and When Legends Rise?
See them this Sunday. Godsmack.
You know it.
Halloween Hullabaloo, baby.
What chess piece can only move diagonally?
Godsmack.
No.
I don't know. Is it the Bishop?
You do know, yes. What horror movie famously says you're going to die in 7 days?
The Ring.
You know it. What number does Seahawks player DK Metcalf wear?
Oh, he might need to change it because he's not. Never mind. 14.
Yes. Big Sky Country and the Treasure State are nicknames for what U.S. state?
Big Sky Country. Let's go with Colorado.
No.
Oh, Alaska.
No.
Utah.
No. What sporting event has a strict dress code of all white?
Cricket?
No.
Oh, tennis.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
Wimbledon?
Yes. Well, yes. Well, boy.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I mean, well,
you did
broke
say
her
sporting.
brain.
You did not
did
say
say sporting.
You said sporting event.
I said sporting event.
You did.
So Disco Casey said tennis. So Taryn was questioning it because I was looking for Wimbledon. So I didn't know if I should give it to him, but then you said tennis, so I was going to give it to you both of them. But then you said Wimbledon.
So then I got it right and he got it wrong.
I agree with this.
Well, all right. If that's what we're going with, then Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a win, 7-6. Sorry, Disco Casey.
It happens.
It happens. See, Taryn, you confused me.
I confused you?
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if tennis, you don't have to wear white.
To like regular tennis.
Right.
No.
Just the Wimbledon.
Yeah, because I remember when I was younger, Andre Agassi was kind of like the hot S in tennis.
Yeah.
'Cause he had long hair and he was like the rock and roll tennis guy and he wore short denim shorts.
Yes, he did.
Whoa.
And we'll leave it at that. But I got to imagine that if he did Wimbledon, he had to wear then white shorts.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wore white denim shorts.
That sounds very uncomfortable.
Taryn, I'm sure you'll do the research for us.
I sure will.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on beating Disco Casey.
Well, speaking of short shorts, you and Danny are going to be wearing some, and so are Sarah and I, this weekend for the Halloween Hullabaloo, which is this Sunday at the Showwear Center. We're going to be going as Hooters girls.
Yep.
While we rock out to Godsmack and Hailstorm. And if you don't have your tickets yet, shame. Shame on you. Head to KISW.com to get them. Migs, I've learned that this week was a big week for your daughter, Tatum.
Yes, she was inducted as one of the busy bees in the Adventurer program.
The busy bees?
I know. I kind of want to get a T-shirt, but then I'm like, that's probably weird that a 50-year-old guy's rocking a busy bee Adventurer shirt. But anyways, I also learned something rather awesome about her is that I guess it comes as no surprise. She is way smarter than her father. She totally outsmarted both me and Mom.
Wow. So what did she do? Migs will tell us after Beastie Boys. Now, back on Wednesday, Tatum, your daughter, was inducted as an adventurer, and she had to get up and speak in front of everyone.
She did, and she crushed it.
Tatum, will help us with the Adventurer Law.
And she's the youngest member of the Adventurer Club, at least at the church. You know, it's kind of like the Girl Scouts kind of a thing.
Just to help me be pure, be true, be kind, be respectful, be attentive, be helpful, be cheerful, be thoughtful, be reverent.
All right? Tatum is one of the littlest ones in our group, and here she's so brave saying the adventure for us.
I was like, because everyone else had like 1 or 2 lines, and then all of a sudden I'm like, she's got like a full-on script, and she had to memorize it.
She was on fire.
She
That was like
crushed it.
easy peasy.
I was hoping, and it's not just like a Girl Scout, it's like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. So boys and girls could be all part of it. And they just go on and they go on adventures, shockingly.
And they have really cool patches sewn on, sometimes by their dad.
Yeah, I crushed it.
You did.
I think I was the star of it all. Dude, my wife kept making fun of me because she kept looking over at me. She knows when anything that involves our daughter doing anything, it's going to bring out the waterworks. So I'm like trying my best. And every time Tatum would look at me, I'm the dorky dad that's like thumbs up and waving. He's doing great. You're doing great.
Hashtag girl dad.
But the best part is that we're done. And so she never says, I can't believe. For some reason, toddler talk, she always goes, I can't believe. So she's like, I can't believe I'm an adventurer now. And we're like, yeah, we're so proud of you. Now realizing this kid is setting us up. So like she's like, yeah, and I memorized everything. I'm like, yeah, you did an incredible job. We couldn't be happier. We're very proud of you. She's like, I feel like that should be a celebration for like some Mod Pizza. And Mod Pizza is like literally across the street from the church. So I'm just like, yeah, all right, I guess we could do that. So she totally suckered us. So this was like one giant ploy, like the entire conversation. She's like, I just want pizza. Very proud of her and her negotiation skills.
Oh, yeah, she's on it. Now, Danny, you had some fun with your daughter, Lily, because you had to attend a parent-teacher conference this week.
Well, I don't know if I'll say fun, but, you know, we had a moment together where, it was our parent-teacher conferences. They have, like, the whole week off of school so they can, but every parent-teacher conference I've been to before, it's usually just one-on-one with the teacher. They tell you how your kid's doing, and it's maybe 5-10 minutes. Show up yesterday on the FaceTime with her mom, and Lily is standing at the front of the classroom giving a PowerPoint presentation that she did on how she's doing in class.
Weird.
It was crazy. And it was like she had it all, her notes down. She went through all of her notebooks with us. She showed us how she was doing in math and reading and what she needed to improve on.
And a full-on PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Now, do you think this is just this
smarter
one
than all of us in this room.
I am positive
This is just this one teacher doing it. All the other classes don't do it this way.
Not as far as I know. I mean, I've never been a part of one. And we've been through... this is she's in 5th grade. So we've been through 5 of these now. And this was the one that she was like, she had the whole thing set up. And she did so good. And she was so proud of herself. She was like patting herself on the back. And, her teacher was like, oh, Lily, you did really good. The school counselor was there. The principal was there. They all got to do it. It was like really crazy.
Why Tyra looks annoyed while you're talking about
So
this.
I walk in, because this was happened right after the show. So I walk in and I tell Sarah and Taryn about it. And Sarah is so angry. And I'm like, why are you angry?
You're mad that she had to do a PowerPoint presentation, or?
It really just brought me back to the time when I was in school, and teachers make you do, in my opinion, some of the stupidest things. So for a teacher to tell everyone you have to do a PowerPoint presentation to your parents of what you've learned, how good of a teacher I am. So you have to tell all of your parents in front of everyone, in front of the principal, everything.
I'll be honest, I don't hate that. Because I have no idea how to make a PowerPoint presentation. I'm sure no one in this room does, but because the teacher had Lily do it, she now has a skill that she could do a PowerPoint presentation.
I'm pretty sure this isn't the first PowerPoint presentation this teacher's made her do.
Well, you got to get the reps in, sister.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's like once you know how to do it, you know how to do it.
Here's my thought on it. I agree with Steve. I think it's awesome that she's learning this life skill. It will benefit her in the future knowing how to do things like this. But I do feel like the teachers get these breaks so that they can prepare for the parent-teacher conferences, but she made Lily do all the work. So what was she doing when she was supposed to be getting ready for the parent-teacher conference?
That's a good point. They're called student-led conferences. Most schools do this now.
Oh, see, this was the first time I've been a part of one of these.
This must be a new thing. I have no idea. I think we have a parent-teacher conference this week for preschool. I don't think they're doing any kind of PowerPoint presentations.
Is Tatum working on hers yet?
Oh, yeah, she's been working really hard at it, man.
Also, can I just ask you guys, when's the last time you did a PowerPoint presentation? When did you need to know this skill?
Never.
I haven't done it in years.
Well, if I had the skill, I would probably use it, though.
You wouldn't. Oh, you would be giving us PowerPoint presentations every week?
Every Friday. It would be right after the show. It's time for Migs' PowerPoint presentation on how we did.
I would love that. Maybe Lily can teach you now.
Also, Steve is just going to be handwritten slides.
Yes, it would be.
So she was speaking in front of a small group. She wasn't nervous at all. That was another skill. You know what, Sarah? I think you're wrong.
Yeah, so sorry, Sarah. You're 100% in the wrong.
I can just imagine myself back in the day trying to give a presentation to my parents and being like, hey, parents, this is dumb, but this is what I had to do. So here's my PowerPoint presentation. And I'm never going to have to do one of these in my adult life. So here we go.
You don't know.
I have never had to do a PowerPoint presentation in my adult life, and I learned how to do them back in the day. So I do know.
All right, so this Monday, we need a PowerPoint presentation from you about why PowerPoint presentations are stupid.
Okay, you got it.
Last night, our Seattle Seahawks lost a tough one, Thursday night football style. And we are going to recap the game with the host of Mitch Unfiltered. Mitch Levy joins us at 7:20.
The Daly Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the home, like vacuums, bedding, and home decor. You'll have money left over for those sweet handbells you've had your eye on. Or those gingerbread scented candles that help with the illusion that you made the dessert yourself. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
He is the host of Mitch Unfiltered, which you can get anywhere you find your podcasts or at MitchUnfiltered.com. Mitch Levy, good morning. Is it a good morning?
You got it wrong, Taryn. You got it wrong. He is the miserable host. He is the miserable host of Mitch Unfiltered. Get it right, please.
That was a rough watch last night.
Oh, forget last night. I mean, I don't think we've talked in a minute, but yeah, I think the last time we talked, were they 3-0 the last time we talked, or did we talk after a loss? I don't think we've talked after a loss.
Oh, no.
That's the problem.
We got a lot to catch up on.
Mitch, we got to go.
I don't think so. I don't know if we talked after the Lions game. Maybe we did talk after the Lions game. We certainly didn't talk after the Giants game. And now. And so I came on your show at 3-0, and I came on our show, Mitch Unfiltered, and people got a little bit annoyed because my continuing shtick was I'm not ready to jump on board until they do it against a decent offense and a decent team. I got to see it. And they had done it against Bo Nix in his very first game here, and they almost lost that game. Then they did it against the New England Patriots and Jacoby Brissett, and they almost lost that game. And then they did it against the Miami Dolphins and Skylar Thompson here, no Tua. Now they won that game convincingly, but just three of the bottom five offenses in the National Football League. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, they play the Lions. They play a bad Giants team, and then they play last night still a good 49ers team. And I think we see that we got a ways to go. So I'm wondering this morning, how's 12-5 Migsy doing? We call him 12-5 Migsy in these parts.
You know, Mitch, there was a moment halfway through that game. I was like, I think I have to talk to Mitch and said I've come to the realization that we might not be a very good team.
Oh.
And then they start playing better. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going in tomorrow all fired up because we're on our way to winning this game. And then that did not happen. So I don't know. I'm very conflicted. I'm very sad as a Seahawks fan.
Well, yeah, and they've got to find their way. I don't know how they get out of this. There's a lot of disappointment to this little stretch. The biggest of which is the obvious, which is, defensively they're not any better. It doesn't look like they're any better than they were last year.
No,
and the previous year. And one of the reasons that they made the change at coach was defensively, they hadn't been good in years, and we perceived to be pretty good players on the defense, but they just couldn't play as a team. So they made a switch, and they go out and they do this national search for a head coach. They find the youngest, best defensive, quote unquote, guru that they can find. They bring him in, and so what you thought you had at least was a defensive guy that's going to bring these players together, and they'll be better. They'll be improved defensively. And in the last 3 weeks, my hands are up.
The Legion of Gloom? I mean, I don't know.
Thanks.
Did you work on that all day, Taryn?
Just now.
Speaking of gloom, though, I mean, does it feel like, though, watching like DK Metcalf, that he just doesn't seem very happy to be a member of the Seattle Seahawks right now?
Well, Has he seemed happy the last 5 years?
But more so this year, he seems super pouty on the sidelines. Like there's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm not one. I'm just a casual fan, but reading his body language doesn't look like he's all too pleased to be on the team.
Well, he seems to be the lightning rod amongst Seahawks fans, which is kind of interesting. It's interesting that you bring him up first because I did some interviews for 307 that are going to will be on the show when we drop on Monday. And it's funny. He was the first person that a couple of people brought up, which is strange to me because he made some plays. There was one play he could have made better. He didn't get his feet down in the end zone one play. One play, he scored a big, long touchdown that got called back late in the game.
Yeah.
Yes. Does his demeanor, does his body language hit you the right way? Probably not. And he does make some mistakes, but it's funny that people gravitate towards him when they're losing, when there's 10 other things you could talk about before you talk about DK Metcalf's attitude. But you did the same thing.
You know what I think it is? Because whenever things aren't going well, I feel like they show him on the sidelines, and he just looks like Pouty McPowderson the entire time. So you're probably right. There was plenty to be concerned about besides DK Metcalf. You're absolutely right, but he's visibly the one that we see all the time looking upset.
It's funny because a lot of people in sports, you just mentioned this and I'm thinking about it. There are a lot of great athletes in sports that when they come into the league, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, and they're really young, they have this kind of exuberance and this fun and this big smile, and you gravitate towards them as a young player. And then some of them become old and jaded like me. It's just some of them just become grumpy McGrumperson. And it's funny because when he came into the league, you remember the scene at the combine. He didn't have his shirt on, and Pete Carroll took off his shirt, and they had this fun-loving relationship. But, yeah, it's soured. He's soured. But I still would say he's still, he's a really good wide receiver. He's made some big plays this year. He's made some mistakes. He's fumbled the ball. He's dropped some balls. He dropped one last night again. But on the list of things that Danny wanted me to come on the show today to talk to you guys about, I wouldn't put number 14 very high on the list.
All right. You can check out Grumpy McGrumperson's podcast, Mitch Unfiltered, wherever you listen to your podcast, or at MitchUnfiltered.com. We're going to have more with Mitch after Rush.
The Daily Migs Show.
We have been chatting with the host of Mitch Unfiltered about the Seahawks losing last night to the 49ers 36-24?
Sure.
36-24. Oh, Mitch Levy. Yeah. And now
it's funny. It's funny about these games, and they used to say this about the NBA. Maybe it's become true about the NFL. The last 3 games, the Seahawks lost by double digits. Am I right about that? I might be wrong about that. I think I'm right about that. They lost pretty convincingly. They were beaten up pretty good by the Lions on that Monday night game. They were embarrassed at home by the Giants on the Sunday game. And then last night on Thursday Night Football, they were kind of embarrassed by the 49ers, weren't they? And yet, they had chances to win all 3 at the end.
Right.
Like weird. I mean, the Giants game, they had no business having a chance to win at the end. The only reason they had a chance to win at the end was because the first touchdown that the Seahawks scored should have been a Giants touchdown that wasn't. They didn't have the right camera. Remember that? He was going across the line, and the Seahawks player, they got the ball away from him, and they went 100 yards for a touchdown the other way. Should have been 7-0 Giants. Instead, it was 7-0 Seahawks. And then later, it's like 23-13. So you do the math. It should have been 30-6 when it was 23-13. So and yet the Seahawks had a chance, and if it weren't for that crazy play where they blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown, the Seahawks tie that game and go to overtime. Then last night, it felt like the game was over before it started. I mean, by the end of the first quarter, you were like, they're not even going to be close here, right?
I saw so many people saying, you don't want to watch the second half. This game's over.
That's right. And yet they had the ball at least twice. I think it was twice, down 23-17. I think I have that right. 23-17 twice, either late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. They had the ball with a chance to go down in a one-score game and take the lead last night. So that's 3 times, and I think the same thing you could have said about the Lions game. So I don't know what's going on with these games. Are they getting blown out or are they not getting blown out? Migsy, you tell me. You be the expert. What's happening?
Oh, yeah, I'm far from the expert, but they keep giving me false hope. I'll tell you that much. I'm like, this game's so done. And I remember texting with Danny. I'm like, there's a chance they could actually take the lead late in the game. And this is just bonkers to me. Because they didn't.
Maybe they're just teasing us.
If you just watch it, you're like, this team doesn't deserve to even be in it, but they're still in it.
They're still in it.
Dude, I have to say, I found great entertainment on your social media because you just posted a tweet at Mitch_Seattle and just said, how are you enjoying the ball game? And some of the reactions gave me so much levity last night.
Yet. Oh, my God, I better look at it.
Oh, dude, one person that cracked me up just said, root canals were more fun.
So now,
I think I wrote that tweet like when they were down 16-0 or when they were, when it didn't look good early. I just want to know how everybody was doing.
And one person,
sorry, Karen, I interrupted.
If it gets any worse, I'll be tuning into baseball. I thought that was a good one, too.
Yikes. So, Mitch, now we've got our sights set on traveling to Atlanta on the 20th of this month. What do we got to do to play on the road and actually bring a win home back to Seattle?
Well, I would say a couple of things. First of all, it's not your typical Atlanta team. That's the first thing. We'll watch them this week. They're pretty good. They've won some good games. They've got Kirk Cousins. You might remember that name. He played in Minnesota. They signed him with a big contract. Remember, the offseason fun about Atlanta was you wouldn't know this, Taryn, because you're a Coug, but the Falcons drafted, after signing Kirk Cousins to a multi-gazillion-dollar contract to be their quarterback, they turned around and high, like ninth in the first round, or I don't remember, it was a ninth. They brought in Michael Penix Jr. from Washington.
Oh,
we lost him.
Did we come back, Mitch?
Mitch, you're frozen.
Oh, no.
He's still talking, but we can't hear you.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
How are we going to get the tidbit?
We'll have to listen to Mitch's podcast, MitchUnfiltered.com, available at all of them. Yeah, for some reason, Mitch, we can't hear you. We can't hear you right now.
But you know what? It was so good up until that point. You can give Mitch a follow on Twitter. His handle is at Mitch_Seattle. Thank you, Mitch Levy.
No problem. You guys are the best. I always look forward to talking to you.
Hey, Steve, you know what's coming up next?
What's that?
A game of Beat Migs. And you know what's really awesome is that for a listener, you can be tuning in any weekday at 5:40 for the cheat sheet, where we give 3 correct answers to the 750 edition of Beat Migs. And right now, you have a record of 285 wins, 84 losses, and 50 ties in 2024. We're going to play Beat Migs at 750, 206, 803 Rock.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
Ah, you won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara resilient enough for watching the holiday classics.
I love this part.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
She's grinding on me, everyone. Karen is grinding on me.
She's rubbing her tush on your leg.
She's kind of killing it. Oh.
It's like we're back in Wazoo all over again.
She's getting a little naughty with herself.
It's Friday.
I loved that. Whoa. Let's get to Justin from Ferndale. Justin, are you there?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Justin, did you know at 5:40 you can listen to the men's room and you will hear Taryn give you 3 answers to this Beat Migs?
You know, I was on the men's room, but I did not listen to the cheat sheet.
Uh-oh. Tisk, tisk. Hopefully it's not the difference maker. All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here. For those playing at home, Justin has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Sounds like you're doing some work, but are you ready?
Put it better. Let's get at her.
Finish this famous slogan. Melts in your mouth, not in your what?
Ham.
Correct. What is the capital of Ireland?
Dublin.
Yes. What is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere called?
The stratosphere.
No.
Pass for right now.
What kind of cheese is a key ingredient in tiramisu?
Sorry, repeat?
What kind of cheese is a key ingredient in tiramisu?
Ricotta.
No.
Pass.
What is acrophobia a fear of?
Pass.
When yeast is added... Yes. When yeast is added to dough, it begins the process called what?
Proofing?
No.
Pass.
What luxury company brand is best known for its iconic interlocking C logo?
Excuse me? Coach?
No.
Yeah.
Justin, I don't know what happened to me on that last question, but I also don't know what happened to you on the rest of them.
I think you broke my brain.
Yeah, I also had my worst performance.
That was interesting. Maybe you're working too hard and not paying attention to this, but you got 3 correct, so you got something. That all hurt my brain and soul and spirit. But there's still a chance. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Finish the famous slogan, melts in your mouth, not in your what?
Hands.
Correct.
Like M&M's.
What is the capital of Ireland?
Dublin.
Yes. What is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere called?
The core.
No.
Damn it. The dirt.
No.
Crap. The layer.
No. What kind of cheese is a key ingredient in tiramisu?
Cream?
No. Cream cheese is not tiramisu.
I don't know. Cheddar.
No.
Goat.
No. What is acrophobia a fear of?
Spiders.
No.
Small spaces.
No.
Closets.
No. When yeast is added to dough, it begins a process called what?
Oh, crap. My wife's making bread these days, too. Rising.
No.
This is a tough one. Pass.
Clearly. What luxury brand is known for its iconic interlocking C logo?
Is that Chanel?
Yes, it is. Woo! Wow.
Oh, that was a rough go.
Yes, it was for you and Justin. You got 3 correct, which is a tie, 3-3.
Dude, this is our 4th freaking tie.
Oh, my goodness. We are equally as stupid.
Yes. And if either of you were listening to the cheat sheet, you would know that the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere is called
the exosphere.
The cheese that's a key ingredient in tiramisu is
mascarpone.
And when yeast is added to dough, it begins a process called...
I can't remember.
Fermentation.
Thank you, Danny.
I could not think of that. I was trying to... yeah.
You and Justin both couldn't think of either of them.
You know, it's Friday. My brain's already checked out.
Clearly. Well, congrats on the tie.
And happy Friday. AEW has a big pay-per-view at the Tacoma Dome tomorrow, and their champion, Aberdeen's own Bryan Danielson, will be joining us after Lenny Kravitz.
The Daily Migs Show.
AEW has a big pay-per-view happening at the Tacoma Dome tomorrow, and we have in the studio with us this morning AEW champion Aberdeen's own Bryan Danielson. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going, guys?
We're doing great. We're having parent talk while we're listening to Lenny Kravitz, which is a blast. Just listening. It's no matter what you do in your life, we could all bond on our crazy kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially kind of at this age, right? Yeah. It's all all my friends this age, we're all just talking about our kids, right? And so it's very different from when we were in our 20s.
Would you be willing to share the story of your son? Or
oh, yeah.
You shared a story while we were just hanging out BSing, and I was just I thought it was just the funniest thing because you are a professional wrestler, so the moment with you and the teacher I thought was just a great moment.
Yeah, so we have two very different children. I have a daughter who's 7, her name is Birdie, and then we have a son who's 4, whose name is Buddy. Birdie is so calm, and everybody, and she's super easy. When we had her, we were we're the best parents of all time. This,
we're crushing it.
Yeah, we're just crushing parenthood. Yeah. And then Buddy came along, and we're we have no idea what we're doing. How did we get so confused so quickly? So anyways, we had kind of taken him out of at least one school, and then I was on lone dad duty. We had a parent teacher conference at my daughter's school, and it was your daughter's the best. She's the best student. She's so helpful. She's this. And later that night, I get an email from where our son was going to school, telling us that he had been kicked out of school for biting 2 teachers and gouging one in the eye. And of course, they're like, of course, the wrestler's son is gouging somebody in the eye. And then if you go in and like, okay, some of the things I've done.
They pull up a video like, look, we know exactly where he got these ideas.
I was like, no, we don't let him watch wrestling. And like, that's not me in real life and all this kind of stuff. So
he's a part of the Blackpool Combat Club. That's how he had to initiate you. His uncle's the Iron Sheik, apparently.
Yeah.
And I was watching some of your press conferences and things of that nature, and watching you as a dad with your daughter's arms wrapped around your neck. I was literally watching like with tears in my eyes. Your daughter's so sweet, and she obviously just thinks the absolute world of you. And I understand that you told her that you would retire when she turned 7, and she turned 7 in May.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that journey.
I told her, I prefaced it by saying, like, not on your birthday. I'm not retiring on your birthday when you turn 7. But it's like, but it's the idea that, and we knew this was coming. So my contract with AEW was for 3 years, and that's the last wrestling contract I was ever going to sign. I wanted to, I'm 43 now. I actually last week celebrated my 25th anniversary in professional wrestling.
Congratulations.
And so, from my first match. My first match was October 4th, 1999, Far West Rodeo in San Antonio, Texas. But it's about that time. And really, I want to prioritize being at home with my kids and stuff. And so my daughter's been really looking forward to me being done with wrestling. But when she we had this huge event in August, all in. It was 50+ thousand people at Wembley Stadium. That's where I won the title. But if I didn't win the title, it was going to be over. And she had completely mixed emotions.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she was like,
she's saying down in front of tens of thousands of people,
like
just idolizing
she
you.
wants me to win, but she also wants me to come home. So it's like, but she described it afterwards as the greatest day of her life. Because she got to go into the ring. There's confetti coming down. Like our wild son, he was so thrilled. He got to go in the ring. He was chasing confetti. I power bombed him without actually like dropping him. So it was like, it was just a magical.
I heard he gouged one of the other wrestlers in the eye during the match.
Yeah.
You have to share the story then, because that match, I mean, you win the championship, confetti, all that, but also you were a bloody mess. Like you were bleeding everywhere, and that had to be. Was that weird for you, knowing that your kids are watching you in the front row while this very violent match is going on, and you're just like, well, you have to still stay in the moment, and you're having a match, but also your children are seeing dad bleeding. What was that like?
So we were, it was a little concerning, but my wife, I prefaced it to them by saying, hey, because I knew there was a good chance that there could be a little bit of blood. My wife had actually told this lie. All the parents out there, you tell strategic lies to your kids. You have to, right? To survive. You have to tell strategic lies. So the first time, and I told my wife, this match is going to be physical and brutal. And it was 2023, at All Out of 2023. I was in a strap match with Ricky Starks, and it was a bloody mess. But for whatever reason, that was the one she decided to let our kids watch. And then our daughter is terrified. And she tells them, it's just, don't worry, everybody, it's just ketchup. And then it's like, then they all of a sudden became fine with it. And then here we are in Wembley Stadium and 50+ thousand people. And my kids are thinking it's ketchup. And there's even a video, I don't know who posted it. It might have been my wife, or it might have even been AEW, of Buddy cleaning, and he thinks he's cleaning the ketchup off my face. And he says something to the effect of, can I dip French fries in this? And it's just like,
no.
Yeah, no. It's actually stale ketchup. It'll make you very sick, And so, So that was that.
Wiping a burger patty on your head.
Yeah, but that said, with how aggressive that match was, our kids are not coming to the show tomorrow because this is going to be probably a different level of aggression. And so we don't necessarily want our kids there.
You're celebrating 25 years in this industry. Started out, what did you call it, the Rodeo Roundup?
Far West Rodeo.
Far West Rodeo. Wembley Stadium, coming back home to the Tacoma Dome, which if people want to get tickets, it's AEWTix.com, TIX. How does it feel to come back home after having such an amazing 25-year career to perform at the Tacoma Dome in front of all these fans?
Oh, incredible. And one of the things that's really cool to me is my parents, nobody in my family were wrestling fans. And we didn't have very much money, but I became such a wrestling fan when I was in first grade. And then 2 years later, WWF came to the Tacoma Dome. And my favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior. So the very first wrestling show I ever saw was in the Tacoma Dome as a 9-year-old. And the main event was Ultimate Warrior versus Rick Rude. And my dad, who passed away in 2014, he talked about that event till the day he died. And it was because there's this amazing thing. Ultimate Warrior pulled down Rick Rude's pants, and his exposed buttocks was facing directly towards us. And it was the first male butt my sister had ever seen. And so she just turned bright red, and my dad just loved that story. But it's really cool for me, the first wrestling show I ever saw, and then to come back, here at this point in my career to wrestle. And we're not letting my kids come, but my mom's going to be there. My friends from high school are going to be there. I've got family there. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Well, there's a lot of pressure. Also, if you do lose, you said that you will be done as a full-time competitor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, there's extra pressure because my buddy, he's a local independent wrestler. His name is Ethan HD, and he owns a comic book shop called Destiny City Comics in Tacoma. And he said if Washington's own Bryan Danielson retains the AEW championship here in Tacoma at Wrestle Dream, then the next day on October 13th, everyone who stops by is going to get a free comic book. So you need to win.
So does he want me to win, or does he not want me to win?
He says
because as a business owner,
right?
As a business owner, it seems like he wants me to lose because he's out a lot of money,
or he just wants to hand out a bunch of free comic books.
Oh, maybe he's got too many comics.
Oh. He didn't say what comics.
Yeah.
So you need to win, then go over there the next day and be like, give me my damn comic book. I'm the reason why everyone's getting a free comic book.
Yeah, I mean, there's that 90s collectors period where everybody was like hoarding these comics, and none of them have any value because they mass-produced everything. So he's probably got like a million 1994 Wolverine comics where it's just like, here guys, hand them out. Yeah,
wrestling fans.
AEW champion Bryan Danielson, thank you so much for coming in ahead of tomorrow's big pay-per-view event at the Tacoma Dome. If people want to get tickets to see it in action, AEWTIX.com.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, and also just real quick, I mean, I remember sending all the videos to Taryn, and she's like, I'm crying right now watching this. And I'd imagine that's got to be one of the cooler feelings. The wrestling part is always something fun to watch, but it's the emotions that you pull out of people, and I feel like you've always done that throughout your entire career, and I think that is just a testament. Here's someone who was typically not a wrestling fan, sees a couple of videos, and is immediately invested in you as a person.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the greatest part about wrestling, right, is the emotional connection that you create with a fan base, and you like the very real emotions of the wrestlers too, which is obviously going to be there tomorrow night.
And don't do anything too crazy because we don't want your son to mimic it then at school. Next thing you know, he's just banned from every school.
All of a sudden he's doing springboard front flips, and it's just like, where did that come from? He hasn't even done gymnastics. Well, he watches his daddy wrestle, so
all the ketchup's flying.
Thank you so much, Bryan, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
The Seahawks lost, and fans are mad. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daly Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara for that one cousin that makes you laugh till you cry during the family photo shoot.
Say cheese!
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Hawks lost their third game in a row last night. It was an emotional roller coaster.
And we're furious.
We are. The final score, 36-24. Brock Purdy threw for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the 49ers capitalized on Geno Smith's 2 interceptions, including the one that set up a key touchdown.
And that one at the end, man, that was a real heartbreaker because they were just marching down the field, and you're thinking, they could quite possibly take the lead in the fourth quarter after an incredibly awful first half.
Now both teams are tied at 3-3 in the NFC West. Of course, the Hawks fans had to go to social media to complain about this, so we're going to go straight to the comments.
Yep, we took a couple of these comments, sent them to our production director, Jason, and said, hey, reenact them however you want, just to illustrate how passionate, I guess you can say, Seahawks fans or any football fans or any sports fans get. Sometimes maybe it's best if you just stay off of social media and just let things kind of breathe for a minute, but these people did not. And here's one of our first comments about the Seahawks losing the game yesterday against the 49ers.
We are ass. We are useless. We are pathetic. We are terrible. We are awful. We suck. We are a disappointment. Can we please leave the sport of football immediately? It's a bit extreme.
I don't know. I think it could be more extreme.
You really do.
I feel like that should be the slogan for this year's Seahawks.
What would you add?
Did you say disappointing?
Probably.
I kind of lost track.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed, Seahawks. Can you please give a little bit more of an effort?
Yeah, let's play the whole game.
McDonald is a defensive mastermind? Bullshit, I say. Bull.
I mean, I'd like to see it.
See what?
The defensive mastermind.
There have been moments. There were a couple, dude, honestly, even at the fourth quarter, third quarter, too, there were a couple key defensive stops. I'm like, got it dialed in. That's awesome. And then at the end of the game, when you needed it most, one of the players on the 49ers just casually just walked through our entire defensive line. It's like, oh, see you guys. I'm going to head on over to the 5-yard line on our end. That was very frustrating.
Yes, it was.
Or disappointing, some would say. A couple more comments about the Seahawks loss.
You guys make it so hard. So very hard to be a fan.
Yeah, that was Danny and I. We have a joint Facebook account, and we post stuff on that.
You know, we have our little own sidebar text, too, during the game last night, but mostly it was because Debo was on our team, so we were kind of happy about that for fantasy football.
All of a sudden, they have their own side text chat going on.
Of course
just
they
about
do.
Debo.
Once they found that we have a side text chat during the game.
Of course
So
they do.
I'm obviously sad we lost, but I was... Debo did good.
This is why I freaking hate fantasy football.
I agree.
It sucks.
Honestly, that's why I stopped doing it. You guys sucked me into it this year, and I'm having fun with it because, I'm having a good time with the men's room. Don't get me wrong. But there was a moment where I was knee-deep and excited about fantasy football until one of my best players was playing against the Seahawks and had a good game, and I'm conflicted because the fan in me does not want to cheer for him, but then the side of me that wants to win the money at the end of the season is like, hell yeah, good job.
And especially because the 49ers feel like an arch nemesis to us. It was rough.
Well, I mean, that's on you guys for picking a 49ers player.
That's on Sarah.
Well, I mean,
It
kind
helped.
of. But I gave Taryn the last call, and she did pick Debo. So
She said, who should we play tonight? I said, go with Debo. He's a horse.
And the Seahawks are going to suck.
and we were
heard the
right.
I didn't say that.
I heard that. I heard it as I was leaving yesterday. All right, one more comment about the Seahawks loss.
Can't believe I'm about to say this. Go Mariners.
Wow. That might be the worst comment of them all.
That one hurts.
I did see someone say, is it Mariners season yet? I'm like, too soon, guys. Let's talk about the Kraken.
That cut so deep. Did a well-known celebrity just casually admit that she cheated on her husband? We're going to tell you what's trending after Alien Ant Farm.
The Daily Migs Show.
It has been a very busy week in the world of pop culture, Rockaholics. So if you're trying to find out what the important tidbits are from the week gone by, we are here to help you out and tell you what's trending.
Trending on the Daily Migs Show.
is a new documentary on Martha Stewart hitting Netflix in just a couple weeks. It is called Martha. I watched the trailer last night. She admits to cheating on her husband.
Oh.
This is the trailer.
What does it mean to be the first female self-made billionaire in American history? If there was ever the original influencer, it's Martha. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and your husband starts to cheat on you, get out of that marriage. Didn't you have an affair early on? Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that. I had two mottos. Learn something new every day. And when you're through changing, you're through. I could have just been a miserable has-been housewife, but I didn't let that happen to myself. And I'm so happy I didn't.
Does Andy know, or is that the first time he found out?
That's a good question. They were married in 1961, separated in 87, divorced in 90. She's just had such a fascinating life, though. She dated Anthony Hopkins for a little while.
Didn't know that.
When she was a kid, she babysat for Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra. I love Martha. I do.
And plot twist, the affair was with Snoop Dogg.
The documentary Martha will begin streaming on October 30th.
I had to say, up until then, I'd be like, if you said, oh, I saw a trailer or there's a documentary on Martha Stewart, I'd be like, I don't give a crap. But now I'm kind of curious to see something about this.
We're in.
All right. I don't know how do you guys feel about tribute bands and like the bands that go out there and they just play the music of other bands and profit off of it?
I mean, it's definitely a lot less expensive than seeing the real thing. So.
I know. That's where I'm torn. I'm like, you're given an affordable opportunity. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I feel about other people making money off of somebody else's art. But I also get that, it is a great chance for some fans to celebrate the music. And that is the point of being a tribute band. You're paying tribute to them. I did not realize this, but apparently there is a Taylor Swift tribute group. And it's a band. They're called Blank Space, the tribute band. And they have a girl that looks just like Taylor Swift that's performing, and she sounds pretty close to it. And I'm like, that is actually kind of genius. Never thought about that because, it's hard to get a ticket to see Taylor Swift, and it's not cheap. And apparently they're playing like all these different venues, and they're packing places out, like places that like several thousand people are going. Families are going. In fact, they're doing so well that in some of their shows, this tribute group are making about $18,000 a performance.
Okay,
So
that's some coin.
So the woman's name is Olivia Mojica. She was just recently interviewed talking about it. And of course, there's some people that are hating on them because, she's pretending to be Taylor Swift. And there's some people that don't like that. And she addressed the fact that people might hate them. And here's what she had to say.
A lot of it's funny because I will give it to them because it's funny, right? Like, and it's funny, like Trailer Swift. Timu Swift.
Trailer Swift and Timu Swift are actually pretty awesome. They should change the band name to that.
It's funny. I think it's funny, right? And then there's some people that are like, why this is weird. Why would you want to be Taylor? You will never be her. It's a tribute. You know what I mean? Like this is my homage to someone who I think is an.
I think it's homage.
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 Homage. Homage.
Homage.
Fantastic songwriter. I can only feel sorry because it's a reflection of, it's a projection of their own sadness, and I hope that, people that see it as a bad thing can someday turn it around and do something in their own life that brings them joy.
I mean, she pretty much just summed up social media right there.
We're going to go straight to the comments.
I mean, for real, though. Like, you typically don't find people who are in very good headspace and happy people spending the entire day just yelling and screaming at other people on social media.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go see that, but I would never go see Taylor Swift.
Wow.
So you would go see the tribute band, but not the actual, I guess.
Just to troll Sarah.
You know what? I'm in for that as well now.
No.
There is a great video going viral where a dad is trying to discipline his 2-year-old daughter, and his daughter decides to bring up his man boobs.
Oh, no. I love you with all my heart, and I don't like punishing you. But you needed punishments because you're not behaving very well. What did you do to Ty that made me put you in here?
I hit him.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Those are your boobs.
Okay.
Those are your boobs.
I don't have boobs, babe.
Oh, poor dad. Just getting the dagger in the back.
Body shamed by your own daughter.
Dude, so this happened one time. Sometimes Tatum will crawl into bed with us and she's sleeping, and on the weekends when she crawls in bed, like mom's already up, got a million things going on. I'm just as lazy. I just want to stay in bed just as long as Tatum does. So I'm just out cold. But the other day it was kind of funny. So I don't know how Barrett is, if he's got like almost like his own security blanket, like if he does anything. But Tatum, ever since she was a kid, whenever she's near Sid and lays next to Sid, she takes her hand and puts it down Sid's shirt and just kind of holds Sid's boob. And like that's like a comfort thing for her, and it's still going on.
That's what Brad does to me.
Yeah. But the weirdest thing was I'm laying in bed with her, and now that I know she's going to jump in bed with us ever since then, I'm like, okay, I got to wear underwear and I got to wear a shirt just in case. It's like, not that it should matter, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I now go to bed that way. And so I'm laying there next to her. She's cuddled up on me. I'm like, this is amazing. And then all of a sudden I feel the hand going under I'm like, oh, she thinks she's laying next to mom. I'm like, when is she going to realize it? So she puts her hand in my shirt, and within a half a second, I think she just felt like the hairy chest. She's yanked it back out this is not mom's boob. Whose boob is this? And that woke her up.
Oh, no. Rockaholics, we have one more opportunity for you to beat Migs before the weekend. He's got a record of 285 wins, 84 losses, and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara for that one cousin that makes you laugh till you cry during the family photo shoot.
Say cheese!
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the pain out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our mental health providers are here for you with both in-person and telehealth options to get you seen in as little as 48 hours. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
They're jumping. Taryn isn't twerking on me, though, this time. It's kind of upsetting.
Well, HR contacted her. She's doing the Running Man back there. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
It's like Running Man meets churning the butter, I feel like.
Oh, that's the Cabbage Patch. I know all the moves.
Are those the moves?
Those are all the moves.
Oh,
Another lawnmower?
Yeah. Of course.
Can you bust those out at emo night tonight, please?
Oh, absolutely. And then the shopping cart.
Ooh, the sprinkler.
Oh, yeah. See?
Tonight at Neumos, watch Taryn Daly and all of her sweet dancing moves. At emo night. It'll make you cry.
It really will. Let's get to Michael from Tacoma. Michael, are you there?
I am here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home. Yes, Michael?
So those were definitely the moves.
Oh,
yes, thank you.
Were the moves, not are the moves. For those playing at home, Michael has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you can only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
What color is opposite blue on the color wheel?
Red?
No.
Orange?
Correct. What is the world's best-selling stout beer?
Irish Death?
No.
Guinness?
Correct. The first Hooters opened up in what southern state?
Texas?
No.
Mississippi?
No.
Arkansas?
No. What is the scientific theory that explains the origin of the universe?
Big Bang Theory?
Yes. What is the name of the Frosted Flakes mascot?
Tony the Tiger?
Yes. What word can come after oak, willow, and evergreen?
Tree?
Correct. Lisa Marie Presley is in the news for keeping her dead son's body in her home for how many months?
9?
No.
18?
No. Damn.
6?
No. What is the official language of Bermuda?
Jamaican?
No.
Spanish?
No.
Pass.
Oh, it's what we're speaking right now.
What are these questions?
They're hard.
They are.
Well, I mean, he got to 8 correct, and 8 questions, and he got 5 correct.
That's not bad.
I really didn't know
Considering.
if I should put the Lisa Marie Presley one in, but I just had to because it's in the news and it's just so wild to me.
Way to bring down the room there, Sarah, on a Friday.
I'm not excited, but curious about the answer to that question.
I'm more curious about Steve's reaction to when you asked that question.
Well, and I'm just shocked it's even a question. We'll see if he gets it right. Who knows? Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What color is opposite blue on the color wheel?
Orange.
Correct.
What?
What is the world's best-selling stout beer?
What just happened? Guinness.
See, it's a known thing. Yes.
It's October, and I thought Halloween and orange is the first thing that popped into my mind.
You get where my mind goes. The first Hooters opened up in what southern state?
Florida.
It sure did. What is the scientific theory that explains the origin of the universe?
Evolution?
No.
Biology.
No.
Chemistry.
No. What is the name of the Frosted Flakes mascot?
Tony the Tiger.
Correct.
They're
What word
great.
can come after oak, willow, and evergreen?
Huh?
What word can come after oak, willow, and evergreen?
Tree.
Correct. Lisa Marie Presley is in the news for keeping her dead son's body in her home for how many months?
6.
No.
9.
Nice, but no.
3.
No. What is the official language of Bermuda?
Spanish.
No.
Portuguese.
No.
English.
Correct. What Netflix show had the most streaming views in 2021?
Stranger Things.
No.
Tiger King.
No.
Squid Games.
Yes.
Damn it.
Way too late.
I know, but I wanted resolution.
You got it. And Steve, you got 6 correct, which is a win. Barely 6-5. Sorry, Michael.
All good.
Take care, Michael.
So positive.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
He didn't know Hooters first opened up in Florida, so glad you got that, because we will be Hooters girls on Sunday.
That's right.
So
Doing all his
excited.
research.
I know.
Suck it, big boss. We raised the $5,000. Thanks to everybody who donated money to Making Strides. More importantly, because they're able to put some money into their pocket from Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
That's right.
Yes. One that Michael did get correct, the scientific theory that explains the origin of the universe. It's also a TV show.
Big Bang Theory.
There we go. And Lisa Marie Presley is in the news for keeping her dead son's body in her home for just 2 months. So
only 2 months?
Well, you said 6, you said 9. Michael said 18. I'm like, damn, y'all.
That's not that bad if you think about it.
Just 2 months. It's fine.
A couple months.
She kept him right on ice. So
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah, I read that story and I was like, this almost is too weird to make a question, but I'm going to do it anyway. And now you all know. Congrats,
Thanks, Sarah.
Steve. Yeah, and congrats, Steve, on winning.
As Steve mentioned, this weekend, on Sunday, we've got the Halloween Hullabaloo happening at the ShoWare Center, where we will be Hooters girls. And we'll be rocking out with Godsmack and Hailstorm. Today would be a great day to grab your tickets.
Yes.
Head over to KISW.com.
Yeah, and get a costume. Come and hang out with us. So it would be really weird if we're the only people in a costume and everyone else is just there in jeans and T-shirts and we're walking around in these bright orange shorts.
I did like the idea. We had somebody comment on one of our social media posts and said, wouldn't it just be great if the ShoWare Center was just a bunch of Hooters girls?
Yes.
That would be one of the greatest things.
300. Like 300 Hooters girls just walking around.
Right. We need to have a meetup.
With chicken wings.
I was just thinking, at the ShoWare Center, at some point we need to, if anyone's dressed as a Hooters girl, they got to come find us.
Look for the big orange balloon. We'll be underneath having a Hooters meetup.
Yeah, just look for the 4 idiots walking around in orange shorts. It's probably us.
Last night, the Hawks lost a very tough one. And after the game, Geno Smith was not a happy camper during his press conference. And he
was pissed.
Epic answers. You're going to hear what he said after Temple of the Dog.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hawks fans went through a myriad of emotions last night for that big, difficult loss. And after the game, Geno Smith was not a happy camper at all during the press conference.
I mean, I always give him credit. I give a lot of athletes credit. When there's a bad game, they're up there. They still got to answer the questions. But this one was a little different. I remember pulling it up on my YouTube, and I'm like, oh, Geno Smith press conference. I want to hear it. Because he always gives, I always feel like he doesn't give you just the stock answers. He kind of wears his heart on his sleeve. And I saw that the interview was 3 minutes long, and typically his go to 8 to 12 minutes. So I'm like, ooh, this is probably not going to be a lot of long-winded answers. And it's exactly that, a lot of short answers. You ready to hear some of it?
Let's go, Hawks.
Let's go on a journey with Geno Smith.
You can't shoot yourself in the foot, and those are the things that we're doing right now. I mean, that's to be totally honest with you. We're just getting in our own way, and we gotta stop doing that.
So this person's like, how do you stop getting in your own way? And this was his response.
Practice harder, work harder, be better.
All right, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
So far, but it's still 4 words.
The interception to Metcalf across the middle, did you notice him trying to break it deep, or was it that was after you threw the ball over the side?
It was an interception, man. We all saw it. Bad play by me.
So he's just like the guy, tell me about the interception. He's like, you saw it. What do you want from me?
He owned it.
I wish they would mic the reporters better. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So here's the next question.
Passes one half back, a couple interceptions, and underthrow to DK at the end of the first half. What did you make of some of those throws?
So yeah, he's asking about how did those he underthrew to DK. How do you feel about that?
Watch the film, man. Watch the film. You see it.
There you go. It's getting more and more annoyed.
What is it about the 49ers that you guys have been struggling with in these last few meetings?
So this person asked, what is it about the 49ers that caused the team to struggle? Because I think he hasn't beat the 49ers. I think they lost 5 or 6 times against the 49ers.
We lost just one game today. I don't think how many games we lost today? 1? Yeah, okay. So we lost 1 day.
I like that the reporter's like, today? Yeah, you only lost once.
Your coach said perhaps he needs to revisit how they coach ball security. Is there anything you could think of that you guys haven't done, emphasizing that?
That's what Coach said, so that's what we'll do.
Anything else? Thank you, James.
Mic drop.
Nobody wished him a happy birthday.
I know. I did feel so bad for him.
That would have been so great if as he's leaving, somebody's like, happy birthday, dude. Sorry about the game.
And it's Niners fans saying it. Happy birthday.
That is the crappiest. I mean, I'm sure there's crappier birthdays to have, but that's a pretty high.
Yours wasn't awesome either, Steve.
Neither was my mom's. It's a little bit different than a football game, but still, that's a pretty crappy birthday to have when you just have 2 interceptions and your team just isn't able to get it together.
And by the way, we did talk with Mitch Levy earlier this morning, and if you missed that, you can check out the Daily Migs Daily podcast by downloading the Odyssey app. We know that you are a massive music fan, but do you think you are such a fan that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it. And if you do, we'll hook you up with tickets to see Santa, which is Primus, Pussifer, and A Perfect Circle at White River on June 7th. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
All morning long, we have received texts and calls from you that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about, but we are right now checking in with the Rockaholics, brought to you by Olympic Hot Tub. So call up if there's something that you'd like to chime in on.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Getting help for mental health shouldn't be as hard as it is. Thankfully, Mindful Therapy Group is here to make your mental health journey as painless as possible. Be seen in as little as 48 hours for in-person or telehealth appointments. Mindful partners with thousands of licensed clinicians to find the perfect fit for you. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance, so you can focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
On from the show this morning, or if you've got something on your mind you'd like to discuss, 206-803-ROCK. David from Lake Stevens. I don't even want to say what sporting event you really enjoyed last night.
Good morning.
Good morning,
yes,
David.
This rabid 49er hater, Taryn. I am a Niners fan, and I just want to say,
Boo! Hang up on this man.
49ers team in your house. A shame.
It was awful.
A shame.
It was awful.
And what makes it even better, it's also my birthday.
Today?
So. Well, no, my birthday is Monday. And by the way, I'll be the same age as Sarah, 52.
All right. Actually, you're younger. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the other thing I want to talk about, no, that's out of the way. You guys a couple weeks ago were talking about going to out of state for like the extended M72 tour.
Yes.
And as of Wednesday, me and 8 other people are going to Santa Clara.
Oh,
nice. Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Suicidal Tendencies. And I want to convince you guys to do this one because in Santa Clara, Levi's Field shares a parking lot with Six Flags Great America.
Oh.
So there's a full 3 days.
What?
So if you guys are going to go out of state, that's the place to go.
I didn't realize that you guys shares a parking lot. That's amazing.
Share the parking lot with Great America, yeah. So if you're going to go out of state, that's where you got to go because you got 3 days of fantastic
roller coasters and Limp Bizkit. That sounds like the greatest weekend of my life.
I had so much fun with you guys at Limp Bizkit that I would absolutely do that travel.
If I could afford it right now, money's a little tight after making that trip back to the East Coast and then with the holidays coming up. Otherwise, I would love to do that.
I feel like we talk about that a lot. Like, I'm on a spending freeze. I got to pay some bills.
All right, we all need to make a pact. Okay. Next Limp Bizkit tour, we treat it like it's the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
And we get a RV and we broadcast live following Limp Bizkit around.
Do Limp Bizkit fans have a name like that, like Deadheads?
The Limpers?
We might be the first ones.
No, not Limpers.
The Biscuits, maybe?
The Biscuits.
All right, I'm in. One of the dumbest competitions that we have ever had happened earlier this morning.
And we've done a few dumb competitions.
We sure have. We went head-to-head to see who is the better whistler, and it all stemmed from us chatting about the classic Scorpions song, Wind of Change.
I still don't like this song. Just because we have the lead singer on doesn't mean that we have to keep playing it over and over.
I'm hoping this song will eventually turn to like a Stockholm syndrome for you, where you'll start loving it, and then next, maybe even tonight at emo night at Neumos, as the night's ending, you pop this song on.
I mean, it will make people cry.
And might make them leave.
And we did have the lead singer of the Scorpions on with us earlier this morning, Klaus Meine. And who better to judge a whistling competition than Klaus? So how did it go? If you missed us, you're going to hear it at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show with Tara Daly.
I asked for 3 barbecue sauces for my nuggets, and I only got 2 barbecue sauces, so I've come inside to collect my 3rd barbecue sauce.
And Steve Migs.
She's just a taco thief.
On The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
If you missed it, earlier this morning, we went head-to-head to see who is the better whistler.
Yes. All week we've been talking smack.
Whistling warfare.
Yes.
And it all stemmed from us chatting about the classic Scorpions song, which we're still trying to get Danny and Sarah on board with, Wind of Change.
Come on, you got to love it by now.
No. Sure don't.
So, who better to judge our competition than the lead singer of the Scorpions himself, Klaus Meine? So how did it go?
Let's find out. All right, Klaus, well, we appreciate that you're going to take a few moments out to humor us. And like we said when we were talking to your buddy that set this up, that for the entire week we've been arguing over who's a better whistler. And it all stems from the fact that your song, Winds of Change, is one of the greatest rock songs that involves whistling in it. So if you don't mind, if you're ready, we want to see if you could pick who on our show is a better whistler.
Okay. You want to do it to me?
Okay, so Taryn, you'll start off. Okay, that's Taryn. Now here's me. I'm Steve.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time whistling right now. I'm nervous. I can't believe I'm whistling for a legend.
Whistling for Klaus Meine. Come on, Steve.
I can't do it. All right. Danny, it's your turn. Wow. I can't do it.
Okay, let's try. I have braces, so please humor me.
Oh, no.
Right now, I feel like...
To be honest, I couldn't hear both of you. The first one was like a little bird, like whistling in the garden in the back of the backyard,
You know what, Klaus? Do you have any advice for these guys? Do you have any advice for these guys on working on their whistling? Because that was very embarrassing for both of my co-hosts here.
I have failed everybody.
I think it's not such a big deal, I would think everybody can put out like a little whistle, So when I did it, I had no guitar. I just tried to put something on this part of the song. And it worked so well that I thought I'd keep it that way. And it became like an iconic part of the song, a very special hook for this piece of music.
Absolutely. And thank you for sharing the backstory behind all that. And also, I don't think we need to ask you who won. I think it's obvious that I did.
Keep rehearsing the whistling, right?
You know what's so funny is you did pretty good throughout the week, and then I think you just cracked under pressure.
I really did crack under pressure. I don't know why, but just knowing that Klaus, legend, was on the other end listening to me whistle just kind of got in my head. And also kind of crazy that he shared that the original plan was eventually to replace the whistling with a guitar lick. And I could hear it in my head, like,
oh, yeah.
Which would have been cool, but no whistling.
But now it's the best whistling song ever.
Okay.
Hurricane Milton continues to leave a path of destruction. But in the middle of all of this, things got weird while a reporter was interviewing some people in the community. How so? You're going to find out during the Daily Migs download after Aerosmith.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download,
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a bummer game to watch if you're a Seahawks fan. Thursday night football, first half was terrible. Second half got a little bit better, but just didn't have enough time to try and put anything together as the Seahawks ended up losing 36-24. All of us are bummed, but here's Tyler Lockett from your Seattle Seahawks helping us cope with the loss.
Showed a lot of fight, showed a lot of resilience, but, losing 3 straight, nobody wants to do that. But, it's too late to put your head down. It's kind of like the 24-hour rule. You take the loss, you figure it out, but then the next day, got to focus on the next game. This ain't college where you lose 3 games and now you're out of the playoffs, right? Like, you can lose 3 games, you lose 6 games, 7 games. As long as you win your division, you're in. Obviously, we don't want to lose that many, but, for us, we just can't let these 3 losses continue to, push us down.
Well, hopefully they get a little bit of a break, regroup. They're not playing this Sunday, playing next week, October 20th, against the Atlanta Falcons.
2 men being interviewed by a local reporter in Florida for fishing on a flooded road during Hurricane Milton were interrupted by a guy riding a lawnmower through the water.
So it's already weird that they're fishing, but then they double down on the weirdness with a riding lawnmower.
It's Florida, of course, so here's the moment where it happened.
We're fishing in the middle of the road because this road floods all the time, and there's a guy coming behind us in a lawnmower, isn't there?
That's America if I've ever seen it.
So we've got people fishing in the road. We've got a guy on a lawnmower. He's doing all right, yeah. So we've got people fishing in the middle of the road, a guy on a lawnmower in the middle of the road.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this weekend, I don't know if we'll have anyone riding lawnmowers over at Showwear Center, but we're going to be dressed up as Hooters girls. We hope to see you there for the Halloween Hullabaloo. Godsmack and Hailstorm will be performing, and we're going to be hanging out. Be sure to come say hi to us if you're at the show, and be sure to dress up as well so that we don't look like the only 4 idiots that are wearing Halloween costumes.
Yes.
As far as weather, we're getting a high of 63 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. That is the DMD. Also, join Danny tonight. He's on the 1s and 2s over at Numos for Emo Night.
Yay! I heard that a certain Sarah and a certain Taryn might be there as well.
Whoa. Look out.
Let's go.
Ryan Castle is up next with your Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.